Ahead of June 2026 Ekiti State Governorship election, the Accord Party has formally presented its certificate of return to Opeyemi David Falegan, confirming him as the party's candidate. The presentation, held at the party's national headquarters in Abuja, was conducted by the National Chairman, who praised Falegan's resilience and integrity. He urged members to sustain momentum, pointing to recent defections into the party as signs of growing strength. Falegan emerged as flagbearer after winning the party's primary in November, part of a process overseen by the Independent National Electoral Commission. The final list of candidates is expected in January 2026, setting the stage for a competitive race. For Accord, the certificate of return is more than a formality. It signals the start of the campaign. Preparations are underway in a state where political contests are often fiercely fought. Tonight, we'll look at what Falegan's candidacy means for the people of Ekiti State and its political landscape, and our Accord hopes to position itself amidst Nigeria's shifting political dynamics. This evening, I have as my guest Falegan Opeyemi David, is the Accord Party governorship candidate. Thank you for your time for Ekiti State.
Thank you very much.
Great. Let's start the conversation first. Before I get into Ekiti politics with you, one issue that seems to be trending, and I'd like your take on it, is Mr. President's presentation of budget, of the budget for 2026 today. Aside all of the figures and the revenue generation and all of that, something a bit dramatic happened that has been, getting and garnering reactions. Let's take a listen to how the House welcomed the president. On your mandate, we shall stand. This particular slogan is peculiar to the president. On your mandate, we shall stand, Bola on your mandate. Many Nigerians are saying this is not our national anthem. And the National Assembly is meant to be the assembly that checks mate the executive. But this seems like, a signal of loyalty. Now, I'm asking you this as an opposition party, because there are concerns that the nation is heading towards a one-party state and that opposition is being stifled. You are a member of one. What's your reaction to this?
Well, personally, I don't think that's going to happen. And to be honest with you, I would rather be quiet over some certain beliefs, because personally, I believe the president is trying his best to put things together. But it's quite unfortunate that some of the policies are not actually working at the moment. But I believe if we give him time, hopefully it works. It's going to work. But right now, talking about the budget and stuff like that, I'd rather be quiet over some certain beliefs. Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into the conversation of Ekiti State, where, of course, you are running for office. And maybe I'll just put it to you. What do you consider the biggest concerns right now? People in Ekiti. What do you think their biggest challenges are?
Right now, it's really a lot, to be honest with you. Ekiti State looks actually underdeveloped. It's quite unfortunate. The governor we have there at the moment is practicing the government of the ex-governors, by the ex-governor and for the ex-governors. Allegedly, he gives all the past governors money every month. And due to that, they can't actually correct him on some certain things he does. Look at the bridge. He started the bridge with 22 billion. Right now, the bridge is 65 billion. It's wasting Ekiti resources. He hasn't done much for the people of Ekiti State. The roads are poorly connected. An average route in Ekiti State is probably an Okada rider or a civil servant. Things are not working in the state. And all he's been talking about is going for second time. Things are not working in Ekiti State. I don't know the last time you've been to Ekiti State, and to be honest, it's quite appalling and disheartening right now. People are not really happy. Ekiti State is meant to be the food basket of Nigeria, but right now there's so much poverty, so much hunger in the land. and the governor is not doing anything about it. And all he does is conduct pipe projects to siphon the funds of the resources of Ekiti people without doing anything. And the past governors are just
you said all
him.
what
Why?
the current administration of the state is doing is conduit pipe projects to siphon the funds of the state. Can you be more specific as to some of these projects you consider conduit pipes?
Is the bridge. Number one is the bridge, Ekiti Bridge. He's been doing the bridge for the past 3 years. And now the bridge has not even gotten to the half. Like he hasn't done 60% of the project. And right now, according to the evaluation, it's 65 billion. He started with 22 billion. All this is just he kept increasing the price. The prices, even the roads. It's not doing anything. You need to see Ekiti roads. They are poorly connected. And anytime it's being hacked, he's actually going to tell you, oh, sorry, they are federal roads. There's nothing you can do about it. An average Ekiti man is actually suffering at the moment. Nothing is working in Ekiti State at the moment. And his only accomplishment he could probably talk about is the ring road. The ring road without street lights. Ring road, which is just a one-way. Like, he hasn't done much for the people of Ekiti State. And nothing could be any clearer. Nothing could be more evident. That's the ring road. That's the only thing he could actually point to in the past 3 years. He hasn't done much for the people of Ekiti State. And anybody who sees that will probably think that's the way Ekiti roads are. Ekiti roads are poorly connected. They are dead traps at the moment. And we're sick and tired of this. And to be honest with you, I hereby call on the president to look at this. Because if this continues, at the moment, people of Ekiti State are not really happy with the governor. Nothing could be more clear.
One thing you signaled out is you picked out the youth, the young persons in the state. You said that many of them are doing menial jobs, riding bikes and all of that. And that brings me to my next question of youth challenges and, of course, empowerment there. I want you to be very specific with me right now. You said the government is not doing enough. The government of the state is not doing enough to empower the youth. What is the missing gap? What can be done to shift the needle? Sorry, please listen. To shift the needle significantly.
Okay. To be honest with you, in the last 3 years, Governor and the President Tinubu has really done a lot for Ekiti people. Why? By increasing the monetary allocation. And in the last 3 years, I think we've received almost 500 billion. Looking at Ekiti State right now, you can't say that state has actually received 100 billion. The state is really underdeveloped. Nothing is working. The people are hungry. The youths are complaining. No one can really, anyone who wants to probably talk about this, they'll find a way to probably silence them by sending talks, hooligans, thuggery, talks to their abode. And people are really tired of this because nothing is working in the state. Even the civil servant, they've not received their, I think, is it 3 years gratuity? They are all complaining. There's so much poverty in the land. And that's all I could probably say about it. Right now, nothing is working in Ekiti State. And this can actually be verified. And what I'm saying is actually the truth. You can go out there and verify this. Forget about propaganda, about pictures or social media hypes. Go to Ekiti State and verify this. Nothing is working in Ekiti State right now.
All right,
and that's the truth.
All right, let's leave that a bit, and let's talk about you. I know that we know that you're a philanthropist and you've done so much for your community over there, but there's also the issue of how grounded you are with the workings within Ekiti. You spent a bulk of time, even your career life, in diaspora, abroad. You're an officer, and then, in the foreign country. But the question is this: for those that are maybe watching you for the first time, and those that maybe know you and they feel, he spends more of his time out of the country, not even within the state, than within. So how is he abreast of what is going on? Why do you think that you, Mr. Opeyemi, can bring that much succor that you think the people of Ekiti need, when some people feel, yes, you are a son of the soil, but maybe not so much abreast with what is happening within the state?
Okay. Thank you very much. You are very right. I've never been in any political position. I've never been in any elective position, but I've done more than any politician in Ekiti State, and the facts are clear. I have a foundation called ODF Foundation. It's one of the biggest foundations in Southwest. Yeah, if not one of the biggest foundation. I started that great foundation 9 years ago when I lost my father, and my mom became a widow. And due to the fact that due to the demise of my father, my mom became really so emotional, so needy, that she wants to talk to me every now and then. And there was a day I thought within myself that there'll be other widows out there that wouldn't have a child like myself to look after them. And I thought I should extend the hand of love to other widows out there. And that was why I started ODF Foundation 9 years ago. And since I've started ODF Foundation, I've done a lot of empowerment for the people of Ekiti State. Widows empowerment, market women empowerment, dream of balls in the communities, giving free jam to students in Ekiti State. Last year, it was 10,000 students. The year before, it was 15,000. The facts are clear. You can check that out. Just last month, I just gave the 16 local government of Ekiti State free gas distribution. The civil servants, the federal, the state, and the local government. Free gas.
But some will say, some will say this is almost usually the MO of politicians or people seeking political office. And eventually when they get in, please listen, eventually when they get in, they seem to turn court. So why is Mr. Opeyemi Falegan different?
Yes, I've been doing it for the past 9 years and I've never contested. Yes, I could have done that 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I've been doing it for the past 9 years. And also, in addition, I give free, apart from giving free jam, I give free Okada riders, motorists, even commercial taxi drivers, free for every 3 months. And I've been doing it for the past 9 years. I might not be available at the time, but I'm visible. And I'm arguably the most popular Ekiti man. And the facts are clear. You can go out there.
You're arguably the most popular Ekiti man.
100%, sir.
Okay, because some might also say, what about people like the former governor, Mr. Ayo Fayoshi?
Well, there's time and season. Well, he had his time, and right now, I can say to you, it's not as relevant as it used to be, even in the party.
Mr. Ayo Fayoshi is not relevant within Ekiti State like before.
In today's politics in Ekiti State, 100%.
Not relevant? Yes. Wow.
Not like before. I'm just saying the truth. And whatever I'm telling you right now, you have the chance to go verify. Anything I'm telling you right now, just go verify. Yes, it's not as relevant as it used to be back in the days.
Can you be more specific as to why you think it's not as relevant anymore within the politics of the state?
Yes, not like before, 100%, sir. And right now, the way things are in Ekiti State, everybody, they all called me to come and serve. And I believe it's a special privilege. They called me and I answered 10 times. And right now, I'm telling you, I'm so ready to liberate Ekiti people from the government of the ex-governors. Because Governor Ibanji is practicing the government of the ex-governors by the ex-governors and for the ex-governors. All he does is he's practically their stooge. Whatever they tell him to do, that's what he does.
So you are saying the current governor is a puppet?
100%. And that's the truth. One of the bridge projects, which he's been doing for the past 3 years, was allegedly handled by one of the past governors, and which we can verify that as well. They are just doing this to siphon the resources of Ekiti people. I've never been in any political appointment, but ask anybody in Ekiti State who is Opeyemi Falegan, the man who has done more than any politician in Ekiti State. And the facts are clear. Please verify this. And I love the people of Ekiti State from the bottom of my heart to the depth of my soul. And I just want to give my best. And I know and I'm sure Ekiti people will never disappoint me because they love me too. And come 2026 June, I'll be the next elected governor of Ekiti State. Thank you very much.
All right, we'll go on our final break. When we return, I'll be taking your closing remarks. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Many thanks for staying with us. It's still Politics HQ on News Central Television. And of course, my guest, Mr. Opeyemi David Falegan, Accord Party governorship candidate, Ekiti State. Before I let you go, in 30 seconds, because we really need to wrap up, I'll just ask you, just two areas you feel that needs to be addressed urgently in Ekiti State? Two. In fact, one, because of time.
mechanized agriculture. That's what is mechanized agriculture, using of machinery in more wider scale and broader scales, in which the proceeds will be distributed around the states and within the states. That number two is security. To be honest with you, in the area of security, we've had a lot of kidnaps, bandits, kidnapping and all that. I believe in community-based approach, in which I believe so much in local intelligence, which are the OPC, the vigilantes, wherever. I believe with that, when it comes to local intelligence investigation, they will have a proper communication and support with the village heads, in which it will be so easy to know who is coming in to the town and who is going out. And there'll be a border surveillance.
All right.
In every border of Ekiti State, I can assure you, there'll be military men with sophisticated weapons.
All right.
I have a lot of plans for Ekiti people. And when it comes to areas...
Mr. Opeyemi, I'm sorry, but we really need to go. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having this conversation with you.
The pleasure is likewise.
Yes, Opeyemi David Falegan is the Accord Party
Thank
governorship candidate, Ekiti State. Once again, thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.